El podcast más chingón. Puras entrevistas machín.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the What Did He Said podcast. I am your host, Chingo Blingo, with the big tamarindo. Te quiero, vaquero. El rey de foreplay. And today I have my lovely co-host,
Marisol.
All right, we're sharing microphones today, Soli, so, don't get scared to, get up on your boy a little bit. I'm going to keep the mic over here by my neck. Yo, today, man, I got one of my homeboys, man. One of the funniest cats coming up. Had the pleasure of working with my boy in Portland, Oregon. Shout out to everybody who came to the show. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. A warm welcome to Bryson Brown.
Yeah, what's happening? What's up, G? How y'all doing?
Man, it feels like just the other day we're hanging out in Portland.
Yeah. I got to the hotel and I went straight to the dispensary.
Yeah. That's the first thing I did, man. Shout out to all.
That's the first thing you did?
First thing, too. I found one called Electric Lettuce. Shout out to Electric Lettuce in Portland, Oregon, where they're tax-free, weed is legal.
And, they had like $9 eighths.
Shit, that's a lot of math, man. That's
decimals. They had like $9 eighths, $12 eighths, and like little stickers. They had like 4 different colors, and
Oh, I bought pre-roll. They had $6 joints, but I guess they were like a quarter or something. I don't know. I don't want to show off my math,
Places like that make you mad when you come back home. You know what I mean? Like you just throw all your weed. You're like, I can't smoke this shit.
Yeah, because man, they got some good stuff out there.
What you did, and I was so scared. So,
story time.
Somebody had given you something.
In Denver.
It
was an edible?
No. This was just recently what I'm talking about.
El Paso.
El Paso.
What they give me weed everywhere I go.
It was weed or was it edible?
Weed.
No,
so they gave shit.
And he forgot that it was in the backpack. And then we get to the hotel, or where were we?
We finally landed McAllen.
Yeah, we landed in McAllen, and he opens a zip, and I was like,
I saw. This is after going through TSA and like
yes.
buku machines and stuff.
And I said, I got like so scared. The last time too, you also had them little pins.
The pins,
the oil pen.
Took them apart, and I was like, he's like, nah, you can just put them in the toiletry bag. They'll be fine. And I'm like, the whole way.
I was like, put it in your makeup bag.
As hell. You like,
it looked like some shit.
Sort of locked up a bra shit.
He told me to put it in my makeup bag.
Because it'll blend in. It looks like those like eyeliner type of stuff.
See, he had his smuggle game was on point.
Listen,
but
here was my theory. It was like, okay, we can't let Chingo Bling go to jail. I mean, I can go to jail because no one cares. So I was already thinking like, if something happens, then I'm just gonna go to jail.
Ain't like you won't be there either, though, right?
My baby was ready to catch that case.
That's what's up, man. That's when you know you got you.
I was like, babe, I got the lawyer's number right here. 713 wasn't me. 713 wasn't me. Call me as soon as you get in there. Don't let them mess with you.
Yeah, man.
But I have that as part of my El Chapo joke that I've been working on, where I throw that. That's a true story,
Yeah, it's always scary when you don't know it's there. You be like, damn, I could have.
Yes, because it was a whole.
Because you can't explain that, man. The man ain't gonna really believe that you didn't know it was there.
Yeah,
you didn't know it was there, huh?
A fan gave me the weed. Yeah, man.
I swear, I really did.
Yeah.
That's why.
Get out of here, scumbag, and throws you in the trunk of the car.
Yeah.
That's why I heard some people like to have like a limit. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I don't know if the feds is watching. Oh, shit. I ain't gonna front. Like,
well, you know what this is? We are going live. This is Facebook. Oh yeah, feds is definitely watching.
They watching. Well, yeah. I mean, it's possible.
Hypothetically speaking,
it's possible. You don't want to bring no big shit. But definitely, they ain't looking for nothing. Like
I remember like when you go down to the valley and they have the checkpoints. And sometimes when they just let you go by fast, it's like, damn, man, I could have smuggled so many.
I got caught through the checkpoint one time, coming back from it's the McAllen. That's when the big theater down there, right?
Cine El Rey.
Yeah, so me and Rich Williams, I don't know if you know Rich Williams. I drove down there, and we were driving back.
He's a tall cat, right?
Tall black guy, yeah. And we were driving back, and they pulled us over, whatever. And I had like a little 40. I had like a little. I had the 380 like in the car, right? But it had the clip was not in there, but I had, and the dog smelled the.
Wow.
Whatever, feel me? Because it was like it was in my little toiletry bag, and I put it right up under this. I don't know why I didn't put it in the trunk.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro. I was just driving, and I'm like, they gonna let us through. We ain't doing no trip. We ain't got nothing on us. Yeah. But I had the little thing.
You're like, we don't look suspicious.
Yeah, 2 black guys, right? Early in the morning.
And
I'm up early. Like, it's just traffic time. You feel me? Like,
on coffee.
4 in the morning. Like, why? Okay. That's suspicious.
So what happened with the dog?
So he pulled us over. The dog smelled. He pulled us over. He looked. He take the little gun. He got his little finger and shit. And he waving. And he like this shit. I was like, man, bro, I ain't know that was in there. And I think the only reason to say it is because the clip wasn't in. You feel what I'm saying? Like it wasn't in there. So I think he was like, all right, gave me the little piece back and just let us go.
What?
I was like, damn, bro, that was cool. Yeah, that was cool. I was like, bro, cool as hell, bro.
Yo, that could have been.
Nah, I ain't had shit. I just had it on me because that's my first time going out there. I don't, you know what I mean? Like shit, I really just do that. Like,
I'm a
little person, man. Like, and I do, you know, these motherfuckers try to test you when it comes to money or whatever it is, man. So I don't roll with no big dudes. I don't have no agent. Most of the time it's my little ass by myself going into these places. You know what I mean? So shit, yeah, I keep it on me whenever you know.
In comedy clubs, or what part of the game or what aspect of the job you feel like that could come into play? Like a bar gig?
Bar gig, yeah. When I'm doing little bar gigs, when I'm at the comedy club, yeah, I can keep that shit at home. You know what I mean? That's the transition I'm trying to make because you know I don't want to have to deal with a lot of the shit that come with a lot of these one-nighters, bar gigs, you know what I mean? Just, you
start to weed out that little 20%.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to, you know, I want to do them when I want to do them. I don't want to do them because I got to do them. You feel me? And that's, you know, so that's really
that's some good game. We need to drop a sound effect on that one.
The clue bomb.
Never make moves out of desperation.
You feel what I'm saying? So
48 laws of power.
Yeah, so that's really where it's at, man. But yeah, he let us go, man. Let us go.
Man, that could have been bad.
My heart was way in my ass, G. I'm saying it was right in my left cheek. My heart would just drop, man, when he pulled that shit out. Like,
that could have been bad, man.
Could have been. Let us go, G. I was like, damn. Because I told him, like, man, we out here for a comedy show. And showed him the flyer on the phone and all that. So he was like, oh, you do comedy and shit? I was like, yeah, we do comedy, man. So,
he's like, oh, he ain't shooting nobody.
You know what I mean? So he was like, I'm like, man, I just really got it because my first time out here. I just let him know the real shit.
Yeah.
Rich over there shaking and shit. I'm like, Rich, man, you ain't got shit to worry about, bro. I'm gonna take the rap. It's my shit.
Yeah.
I just let him know the real, man. Look, we out here for comedy, man. It's my first time out here. It ain't loaded, you know what I'm saying? It ain't. I just got it on me just in case, you know, I don't know. He's like,
have you ever had something crazy happen like at a comedy gig?
Nah, I mean, I had a nigga run up on stage just back early when I first started. I used to host a lot of rap battles and shit. So that's really how I started. I would host rap battles and do comedy.
In Austin or?
In Austin, yeah, in Austin.
Shout out to the capital.
Yeah, shout out to the city, man. So yeah, and it was crazy because it was kind of like my homeboy, man. But I kind of roasted him so bad that night, and it was a nice crowd. He got on stage. The homies had to come jump, you know, pull him off. My man Big Swift, man. Shout out Big Swift.
Oh, wait, I know Swift.
You know Swift?
Yeah, I know Swift.
Shout out Swift, man.
Yeah, and
Swift he jumped his big ass on the stage.
He is a big dude.
Yeah, he tried to get at me that day because he had a little sweater on and shit, and I was talking about his sweater at a rap concert.
Wow. So, do you know Salih Williams?
I know all them guys, man.
Yeah.
Carnival Beach, man.
Yeah.
My man Black Mike used to do music with them early on. And that's kind of how I started, man. I started within the music. I mean, I wasn't rapping or nothing, but I tried to make beats. I was just a nigga that was around the music, man. Hype man. And so I started doing little intros on all the homies' albums, you know, little funny skits and intros, kind of bringing in the songs and shit.
That's
in a funny
how I
way,
did.
introing the mixtape. And
just talking shit on
shit on mixtapes, and it was like comedian Bryson on the intro, and that's really how I started. Shit, like shit, we might well gonna do stand up since they calling us a comedian. Let's do it. Wow. So we started like that.
What was your first stand up comedy gig?
Paid or unpaid? Just like jumping on stage.
First time, like besides the hosting battles and stuff.
I did the open mic at Cap City, and it's crazy because the night I was like, okay, I'm gonna go because I was doing it over at Victory Grill for a little minute, hosting that, but I still hadn't went to the comedy club because I was like, I didn't know.
Victory Grill on the east side?
Yeah, on 12. Yeah.
That's where
11.
Did,
yeah.
That's where they did the rap battles?
Yeah, that's where we did the rap battles, and it still looked the same. You know what I mean? So you can imagine, like, at that time, Austin ain't like it is now. I mean, it's always been a friendly-ass city. Like, I don't want to say it makes it seem like it's the toughest shit, but
that was a hood.
At that
east
time,
side.
you know what I mean? At that time, like, it was a little rough off in there. You know what I mean? Like, people really ain't, if you ain't do music or if you ain't come around that area, you ain't really just... No
hanging out.
Yeah, you ain't
now it's
out.
Like some yoga studios, like trap house,
this shit.
Trap house, Airbnb,
the Victory Grill
coffee shop.
It's a hole in the ceiling. I mean, this place been around since the 20s to 30s. Like
it's historic, right? Was it like Chitlin Circuit?
Chitlin Circuit, like all of the black acts who couldn't play the main rooms, they slid through that. So this is like your Cotton Club and your. You know what I mean? In Chicago.
The Apollo, I guess.
The Apollo. This is like your Apollo Austin. You know what I mean?
And then the spot around the corner, I think, was considered, it's that upstairs place on Emancipation.
Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what we started. And so I went to Cap City
You know, I'm on the taco circuit. That's how I came up. Yeah.
So we all on the same
Yeah,
circuit.
same
It's all
shit.
the same. My shit is chilling. You know what I mean? It's all food. But so I went to Cap City and just went off in there trying to figure out like you know, what you gotta do to get on. Cause this is like 04, 05. So shit ain't really, comedy ain't really popping like that. You know, internet ain't really on, so it ain't like I can jump on it. So you got to go up there, either call or go up there. So I slide up there, and that night I slid up there probably like 7:30, and it happened to be open mic night. And Buddy was like, well, shit, you can go on now if you want to. Just put your name in the bucket, and we draw names in like 30 minminutes. And I was like, well, shit, I ain't got nothing to do. Put my name in the bucket, and shit, it was cracking from there. I ain't had no material or nothing. I just went off the freestyle the whole 3 minutes or 5, whatever it was. I think it might have been 5 minutes at the time, because it wasn't a lot of comics at that time. It might have been like 12 to 15 comics. You know what I mean? And
how did you decide what you were going to talk about?
I don't know. I just jumped up there and just talked about the moment. I remember the first thing I said was, don't you hate when somebody dare you to bet you to do something and the motherfuckers don't show up to the bet? Basically saying the motherfuckers betted me I wouldn't do this shit. So I guess I won the money. You know what I mean? The motherfuckers started laughing and I just went from there. That's the first thing I said. I remember that the first thing I said.
And that's actually like a really good setup. You know what I'm saying? When you make people think of something relatable, like, have you ever, or like, don't you think?
That's the first thing I grabbed the mic. I'm like, man, don't you hate when somebody bet you to do something and motherfucker don't show up for the bet? I say, black people, I swear, man. I guess I won the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker just started laughing. It was a nice little crowd in there. And I don't remember what else I said. It from blanked out from there. You know what I mean? And just
after that, you got bit.
No idea of comedy structure. Absolutely
nothing. Just from Def Jam and what I seen.
Wow.
And just you know what I mean? Just wing that shit. Sure. Went up there and got off stage. I remember getting off stage like, damn, that shit was fun as hell. I remember what I had on. Like, you know, I remember all that shit. I remember the first thing after that, I don't remember I went blank, but I remember how I felt when I got off. Like, man, all right, so y'all do this every Wednesday? So I can just come up here and we do this every Wednesday. Motherfuckers still smoking cigarettes in the comedy club and shit. I come out smelling like Marlboros and like, but I felt it was like, damn, all right, that's stand up. All right, cool. Call partner and them like, bro, I just did the little open mic shit. The same shit I was doing at the Victory Grill. I went and did that shit over at Cap City and they laughing at that shit. I was just
was your crowd majority
white? All white people in there. Okay. I mean, it might have been 1 or 2 black people. You know, Cap City I was gonna have you 1 or 2. But it all white. The comics was all white. I was the only black comic in there. I take that back. It was a black comic named Jimmy Roulette, because that's where I met him. That's the first black comic I met in Austin. He kind of told me like what to do after that.
Oh, that's cool.
You know what I'm saying?
So where you at this weekend?
We in Orlando, man. I'm on Orlando Improv Friday through Sunday. I'm out there featuring with my man Bruce. You know, that's what I be moving with.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Orlando, first time out there.
I got a lot of people out there. Juanita, all surrounding areas, Lakeland. Hell, come in from Tampa if you got to.
Yeah,
man.
come holler at us, man. I'm guaranteed funny ass show, man. We got it cracking at this.
And speaking of weed in Florida, they got some shit to put you on your ass in Florida. I don't
know
what it is.
In Jacksonville. I was in Jacksonville like maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. So this is really my first Florida run. You know what I mean? Being out there. So they got some. Yeah. Minnesota has some good weed, which was surprising to me because it's so far up north. But I guess everybody say, well, Canada really got it. But I was like, oh, that's surprising.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Minnesota.
Hell, Seattle, Washington, Portland, Oregon.
All that,
I think even Alaska's known for some weed.
Up north, probably, I don't know something about the up north, man.
All that greenery and shit.
Yeah, we in Orlando, man. So, if y'all in Orlando, you got folks out that way, send them our way.
And you killed it in Portland, man.
Appreciate it, man. That was a good ass show, bro. You got a nice following, a nice fan base.
That was a hell of a crowd.
They come and fuck with it, man. They was jumping from the beginning, like we said. Old buddy who opened up.
Yeah, shout out to Lance Edward from Portland.
Yeah, the last was big from the jump, so it wasn't nothing but to slide in. And shit, you was killing that motherfucker. Like before I had to go up, I was telling you, I was like, shit, I don't even really like. You know, I had to stand up and shit, kind of just, you know, all right, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say this. You know, half of it was because that was my first time in like Latino, all Latino crowd. So you know, in your mind, you like, okay, shit, all right, what jokes can I do? Are they gonna understand this?
But did you feel like, oh, they like all my regular shit?
After the first laugh, after let me tell you, after I did the the joke where I do the Trump shit, how I'm scared and like
he said,
everybody gotta get their shit. Latinos get the shit together. You might, they don't want. After I did that, motherfuckers
he said,
laughed.
man, when I saw they had them babies in them, oh shit.
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay
all my traffic tickets. Yeah. So after I said that and they laughed at that, I'm like, oh, okay, all right, cool, we on.
Yeah, and then I remember too. I remember you saying something like, shit, I'm from Texas, man. I know y'all motherfuckers. Something like that, and I think just even more so. But I remember when you were done and I was going back up, I heard somebody. I think they were either like telling me or telling their friend. They're like, man, he was funny. That dude was funny.
Yeah, cool, man. Yeah, they show love after the show, bought merch and everything. So shit, I appreciate y'all pulling goddamn the club. They was like, they told me and Jerry, if y'all ever in town, come back through, just give us a call. So shit, that was a good plug, bro.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Awesome club, man.
Appreciate
awesome
that.
City. I'm in Dallas this weekend from the 14th through the 17th or 16th.
Arlington or Addison?
Yeah, Arlington Improv.
Arlington, yeah.
VIPs are almost sold out. There's only a few VIPs left for Sunday, and we're hooking up all the VIP. All of them are the first like 140 people that want tickets to the movie screening for the Kevin Hart. It's a new movie called Night School. Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish. I'm not saying that people hit me direct.
They called.
But I'm saying I'm the one with the tickets, and I'm hosting. Yeah, I'm hosting the screening, man. Look here,
what's up, bro.
I'm hosting the screening. So we're done with our shows on Sunday. So Monday is the screening. We can't tell y'all what theater, but just come to my show, and I'm gonna hook up the VIPs, and looking forward to it.
140 tickets. So that means you got a nice little VIP section in there. If you got 140 tickets, and only for VIPs.
Yeah, man, I feel like a club promoter.
I was doing math and shit in my mind. Like,
I feel like a club promoter.
VIPs.
Well, we normally just do like 50 to 75 VIPs per show. So first few shows, I'm gonna see. If you're not able to go, pass it on to a friend.
Yeah. That's cool, bro. That's cool. They reached out too, cause they must have seen and know shit. This motherfucker got a nice following out here.
Well, hey, that's the next step, man.
Help us promote this motherfucker.
Yeah. Guess what? I want to promote my own movies too.
Straight up.
So it ain't nothing but coming up with the idea and making it happen. So y'all be on the lookout for that. A couple more city announcement, man. September 27th, Ontario Improv. I'm hitting the West Coast, man. I can't wait. Ontario Improv. October 7th, Wichita, Kansas. October 20th, Albuquerque, New Mexico. My first time there. October 21st, Oklahoma City. And then we end the tour in San Antonio, Texas. October 25th through the 28th.
That's love right there.
But
Ontario, that's a good club. You played it before? You've been out there before, right?
Yeah, you know what? When I first started, that was the second spot that I did in terms of improv.
Yeah.
In terms of improv.
I like that club. It's a good club. Big, nice club.
So this weekend, Canelo versus Triple G. Are you into boxing, or do you have a favorite out of those two?
I ain't gonna sit here and be like I watch. I mean, I'm into it name wise. I mean, I know, I'm woke to. I know who people is. You know what I mean? I know what happened last fight. You know what I mean? So, I mean, shit. I think it'll be the same. I think it's gonna be the same outcome. Not
like a draw.
Not a draw, but. I mean, we clearly seen who won the fight. You feel what I'm saying?
Let's see. I've been asking everybody. I asked the barber this morning.
If you want some Latino,
I know, right?
He's like, he's like, Mexicans.
I ain't say a name though. You see how you say we clearly
like,
see.
We all
I'm gonna let y'all decide on that. But we clearly see.
Politician, man, running for office.
Straight up, man. But nah, I'm looking forward to it. I am gonna watch it. I know the fellas gonna have it on in the green room wherever we at. So shit, I'm definitely gonna have my wings and goddamn beer and sitting there talking shit while they boxing.
Yeah, because it always happens at we do it on purpose, but Canelo and Triple G were fighting last time, but the guys in the kitchen are watching it. So every time he comes out, it's like watch it for a little bit, come out.
Then come out. Yeah.
I'll be back there with the nachos, just like, man, let me help y'all fix it.
Man, you cannot miss a good fight, bro. You know what I mean? So it's definitely gonna be a good one. You feel me? But
so wings and beer. What's your favorite style of beer?
Man, I've been on these IPAs lately,
and that's got that little like the hoppy taste to it. Or
I don't really know how to describe it. I just know every time I get one, I get fucked up. That's all I know, bro. So I know they kind of like beer. They not a bad taste, but it's not the best tasting beer. Modelo, Coronas taste better than IPAs to me.
Well, right here, this
is
better. This is the Bud Light sponsored. Bud
Light tastes better.
So I will say that.
So I mean, I'm just saying the IPAs is not the best tasting beer, but if you want to get a nice little buzz and all that, that's what they for.
Yeah, because I noticed too, man. Like when we're in Portland, like I think you picked out like a local IPA. So.
Yeah, I tried to get one to see kind of see the difference, the taste of them. It's only been like maybe 3 months I've been doing that. But just trying to figure out the different tastes of them. Some of them a little lighter than others. Some of them a little more bitter.
Also, man, shout out your podcast. Cause
podcast.
I was on there. Y'all go listen to my episode.
Yeah, man. Smoking Out the Ounce podcast, man. Shout out to my man, White Boy Josh, my co-host E Green. We got it cracking over at the Improv, man. We try to record them, every once in a while. And we've been moving so much, it's hard to.
But they can find them on YouTube.
Yeah, we on YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, Smoking Out the Ounce, man. And,
I had fun on there.
Talk shit, smoke.
You do them live?
Yeah, we'll go live sometime, and then sometime
No, I'm talking about like
live audience.
No. It's after Tuesday. So I do my Tuesday nights where I host and bring, had a little showcase with some local comics, and you might have some people come out of town every Tuesday, 8:30 at Houston Improv, and after that we set up and do the podcast after that.
Yeah, man, that's an interesting room, man. The Tuesdays, it's like a real show. It's lit. Like you kill it on the hosting spot.
Appreciate it, man.
Most of the time, Ali Sadiq will show up
Yep.
and just do a set in the middle or at the end and stuff. And,
it's really a good workout room for comics, man. It's not easy.
Yeah, that's
Don't get it twisted, because motherfucker will go in there and I've seen it happen from people with a name and people without a name go in there and not do well and not get the laughs they thought. But it's a good workout room. It's honest, and it's a real comedy club. So that's the best thing about it. You know what I'm saying? It's a real comedy club that's gonna give you a real reaction. Yeah. And that's how we set it up. You know what I mean? I set it up that way. Shit, I try to do my best up top and get them laughing, and and it's up to y'all to carry it on after that.
Yeah, because that night we went, there was a few comics that
that's what I'm saying.
that shouldn't have been up there. And then you had those that were like, oh, okay,
the thing about me, man, shit, I show so much love, man. I put motherfuckers up, man. I ain't one of those comics who don't put. I throw you up, man. If it's been times where it's been somebody in the audience and it's like and they'll tell me, outside at the bar, man, I want to do comedy and then shit. I'll be on stage and I ask them like, shit, hey, you said you want to try this shit? And he'll say, yeah. Hey, this is first time, and put them on stage. Shit.
But it makes it interesting
at the end of the night. I always do it at the end of the night. Now, I don't never, you gotta be the last comic, but I do that from anywhere from that to whoever the new hottest young comic coming up should come Tuesday.
I'll be in the back hiding and shit. Be like, hey man, he'll see me some kind of way. I just be in the back like under the weather.
Cause I be looking at that back and I be like, that's where everybody sit at and shit. I be like, I'm finna go bother. So y'all getting y'all ass up, man. And I go get Chingo. You going up tonight? What's up? You want something?
Yeah, man. You want to go up now? Man,
What I tell you, well, shit, you just let me know shit, and you can go whatever you want. And shit, certain cats got that. You know what I mean? You, Ali. Shit, if Terry Gross was to come through, Lil Daryl, you know what I mean? My man Blue, the cats who I hang with, certain cats got that. Where it's like, shit, you come in the building, shit, no matter what the lineup is, we gonna fit you in. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then you're back and forth to Austin as well, right? You got something.
Yeah. Well, Cap City been showing hella love out there. That's a comedy club out there I started at or whatever. And lately, been getting some one-nighters. I don't want to say every month because it's kind of like whenever, you know what I mean, whenever they have an opening, they throw it to me. I'm probably one of, the first few comics that they think about. So yeah, they're
hard to get.
That's a hard yeah. Now
trust me, I've tried plenty of times.
You say you tried?
Yeah, shout out to Austin. We just did that theater. What was it? The theater called State.
Y'all did the State
Palladium.
Y'all did the State Theater, right?
Yeah, we
there
did the State.
Congress.
Yeah, we did the State, and then prior to that, we were hitting the North Door like two.
Man,
two
and you know
years
what's
in a row.
crazy about the State Theater is that's like one. Like I want to shoot a special there. Like the State Theater or what's the other one that start with a B? It's like right on UT campus. I can't think of the name of the other one, but yeah, I want to shoot a special. State Theater, that shit dope, bro. I used to go there and see the Nutcracker when I was in elementary and shit. Yeah. So I've been seeing that theater. So when you told me, I was like, bro, that's a big move, bro. But it's crazy that Cap City is harder to get in there than you go to the State.
Or just if they don't know, if they don't really like.
And that's the thing about it, they don't know.
Yeah, sometimes you're not on everybody's radar.
Well, not only that is you're also renting the theater. So to them, they don't care who you are. You have the money to pay to rent it, then you're gonna rent it. So, I mean, they do have certain things like what is your show? Like. Can you sell these many tickets? They got to pay for staff. I mean, even though your rental fee is technically paying for that, but I guess they've got to bring those people in.
You talking with the theater and all that?
Yeah,
you were talking about that earlier, even with the sound, and it's a lot of stuff you got to pay with.
Spotlight. Oh, you want a spotlight? Yeah. You want somebody to hold the spotlight? That's
But
the.
you-
Did you want somebody to connect the mic too? Because we can charge you for the person who's going to connect the mic.
Yeah, you would think all those numbers they know, you know what I mean? Like they know, they hear. Oh, it's a comedy. Cap City is the only club in Austin, so they know comedy wise who coming in at the State Theater and like what numbers they doing. You know what I mean? So it's like they know. It's just I don't know. They just even with my shows, I want to bring a DJ in there. You know what I mean? Even with that, they like
We tried that at the beginning.
Well, when I first was,
started.
I did a lot of stuff. I had like costumes, props.
But with the one nighters, it's like okay. So with a weekend, I can understand them not wanting to do a DJ and just a sound man because it's a lot in and out. But for a one nighter, that's kind of like you got to treat a one nighter comedy show like a party. You know what I mean? Because they only seeing you for one night, so you got to have as much fun in that few hours.
Beginning, whenever we weren't getting weekends. Now you know we get weekends, but back then, we started off with the DJ on stage with him, and it didn't.
Well, basically, it was an experiment. I think.
But I mean, was you doing stuff in between with the DJ?
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's got to be a way to make it part of the act, but. In essence, we were just trying to make it hype, but sometimes some of the cues would be off.
And see, that's the thing. Like when the DJ, when I'm thinking like on some Kid Capri, Def Jam. The DJ only gonna play. He gonna play from doors open at 7 and the show start at 8. He playing from 7 to 8, and the only time he touching the music is in between the comments.
Got it.
Like, so he don't got to do too much.
We ain't doing unless that's what the man that's that's your act. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then y'all talk about that, but. Yeah, nah, we ain't gonna work them too hard. You know, we just here for to hype up that first hour, that happy hour, whatever. Get them people ready to get comfortable, laugh, play some shit, and then we gonna start. We gonna get it in.
I think it's also important to have a DJ that you always roll with, not hire the local a local DJ that you know in that city. I think it matters. Like, okay, we roll. He already knows.
He gotta know how to intro you.
Exactly.
He gotta know how to talk to the people. Like, I look at GT and Ali. Relationship
GT
on stage,
main,
DJ comic on stage, and that's perfect. You know what I mean? Like Ali can be saying a joke, and GT will drop some shit out of nowhere, and it'll just fit right in the pocket. Cause they've been working with each other so long. That's the only DJ that he gonna put on the show with him. Yeah. He know how to introduce him. Ali don't even let comics. If it ain't me or Marcus Wiley or somebody like or DL or somebody like that, he ain't finna let nobody introduce him. GT gonna introduce him on stage. Just because it's like shit, motherfuckers don't know what to say, or they say too much, or
say it wrong.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Like not hype enough.
Not hype enough, or shit. Some motherfuckers be too hype. You be like, bro, just
It's like, how do you follow the intro?
It's no rap show, motherfucker. Just bring me up with some claps, fam. Just in a nice, energetic way, fam. We don't need, you know what I mean? Put your motherfucker hands up. You put your. We don't need all that.
So
fam.
I've seen Cedric the Entertainer brag that he says his what did he say? His coming to the stage game is next to none. In your opinion, this is mostly like in the black comedy scene, like the music plays such a big role. Like I worked with a Lunel and Earthquake. Well, I got to open up for Lunel and Earthquake and just observe. These are two. Yeah. Man, they're dope.
Earthquake is my favorite comedian.
Earthquake, he's a beast. He's a beast. He's a beast.
Like,
hilarious.
It doesn't even seem like he's doing comedy favorite. Up there. It's just like naturally doing it.
If you watch Earthquake and you watch me, you will see Earthquake in what I do. That's like I pick so much from his tree, not joke wise, but just,
of course,
just the style of it. You know what I mean? Like I want to look like I'm not trying. I want to look like it's conversation. It's like shit. I don't even want the shit to sound like jokes. Yeah, like this motherfucker just talking and this shit funny.
Yeah, that's the skill. That's hard to
Lunel
finesse.
was like that too. I'd never seen Lunel ever.
Yeah,
you
Lunel,
know?
Yeah, I worked with her when
that
she
girl was
too.
sitting down
the whole time.
Sitting down, and she was making everybody.
You
should have seen them. They were like clapping. And I was like, wow.
Yeah, she came out to that Bruno Mars 24 Karat.
Yeah.
And then Earthquake came out to the Yo Gotti. Pay for the pussy, pay for the, and then he was cracking with the DJ. He's like, man, you supposed to cut it off before pay for the pussy part or whatever. He had him kept bringing it back. But
that's
like
my favorite kind of Earthquake.
So in your opinion, like who makes good use? Like in your opinion, like okay, when this dude first comes out, he like dances to the music or cracks a joke or
who I like talking about just comics that's
just that's good at like fucking with the DJ, bringing it back, and just setting it off so hard in the beginning to where
in the city right now, I mean, shit, Terry Gross probably got that on lock as far as just being able to have that DJ in pocket and be able to just have that crowd. I done seen Terry Gross.
Where's he from?
He from Houston.
Oh, I gotta
Terry
see
Grossman.
him.
Yeah, I done seen him tear the crowd to shreds on some host. Like if you want a hot show, that's you get the host show. You know what I mean? Now you have to tell that motherfucker like, bruh, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You feel me? You're a little long with it, but to come out and have that motherfucker on fire that fast, that's his skill set. You know what I mean? With the DJ too. Shit, if you got Terry Gross with a DJ and he didn't talk to that DJ before, you don't want to follow that shit. That's gonna be a hard night for you. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a hard night for you. So Terry Gross, shit, like you say, even said like, I liked how Said came out when he came on Kings of Comedy. Like that was my favorite intro. He came out to that mystical shit. You know what I mean? Dun, 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 the man right here. You know what I mean? Like. So yeah, I would agree. His intros, I would agree.
Williams comes out too.
Cat Williams, he do. Yeah, Cat Williams,
really
he come out with
good.
the mink and shit, and he'll do his
I like
little
how
strut.
over the top he is.
He'll
That's
do the
my
strut.
favorite thing. Yeah.
So yeah, coming out, you gotta have your own, man. But for me, shit, I'm so chill and laid back. Half of the time, all the time, I'm high, bro. So my energy ain't finna be.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Well, your style,
out.
you're delivering your style.
I'm just finna walk out, probably sip, put that little drink, and just grab the mic and just go into spitting that shit.
You know, it's funny mentioning the drink. So we're in the green room of Portland, Oregon, about to perform at the Helium Comedy Club. It's Jerry Garcia, Bryson, and myself. So the waitress comes in, and she's like, "Okay, can I get you any drinks?" And starting with you, sir. And Bryson's like, I'll get a what is that? A shot of Hennessy with a splash of Coke.
Give me a shot of Hennessy, splash of Coke.
And then she came to me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna save that till after. Let me just get an unsweet tea. And then we cut to Jerry, and you see just Jerry like, because I know Jerry. And after about 5-10 seconds, I was like, bro, I already know what you're thinking. Like, you're debating whether beer or water. Because he was on my Netflix thing, and on the Netflix thing, he did a bottle of water. I guess he just wanted to be professional. But anyway, the debate came up. You were like, it's either between Hennessy or tea, bro.
Or tea, bro. Like, yeah, bro. It ain't no in between, bro. Just pick your one.
Because Jerry always says that. He's like, man, if I go, he overthinks that part. He's like, if I go with water, when I'm talking about my kids and stuff, they're gonna think that like I'm really mad and I'm serious. But if I do it with like a beer, because then the next day he'll be hungover or he'll complain.
You know what? I mean, all that shit count, bro. However you want your persona to be on stage, like whatever it is, you gotta stick to it. You know what I mean? Like, so little shit like that probably do make the outlook of whatever joke. Like, if you talking about your kids with a water, you know what I mean, versus with a beer, it might look different. I mean, I talk about my daughter and I got a Hennessy and Bailey's right there. You know what I mean? But I don't have it in my hand. It's not in my shot. Yeah. It's way in the back on the stool. So I don't know. I ain't never thought about it.
But it's funny though, because like part of me is like, well, you gotta, if that's what you do, cool. But if you trying to really keep it healthy or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But Bryson made a good point. He said, well, it's either it's supposed to be a party, right? It's either gonna look like a party or you're looking like you're at work.
Because half of the time they gonna send you shots and drinks anyway.
Yeah, I just know how it affects me, man. Like, I don't want to be up there slurring or forget.
Yeah, well,
that's
on individual shit. Don't get told that.
Yeah.
I know how much
But Mexicans though, they'll be like, it's a shot. You better fucking take it. Yeah. And I'll be like, they're like, it better not be water, bitch. And I'm just like, can I sip it? And I'll be there trying to have a debate like, well, in Mexican culture, we actually supposed to sip it. It's Americanized when you do a shot. They're like, motherfucker, take a shot, bitch. We in America.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. So I don't know, bro. I'd sip. Like I said, I just know how much.
Yeah.
I always just one drink is for me because I smoke way more than I drink. Yeah. Smoking is my thing. I ain't really no big drinker, so. One drink.
So zigzags or backwoods?
Backwoods, man. All day. Man. I ain't.
I took a hit of one of those. I haven't had like no blunt or nothing cigar related in years. Man, I took a hit of one of those. I was like, just from the tobacco part, I was like,
Yeah, man. I mean, I've been on the backwoods for probably like 8 months, almost a year now, bro, and it's like it's nothing else.
That
Maybe
shit's
not
just
that
too-
long. I don't know. Probably not that long. Probably that long. Shit, I don't know. I lost track. You know what I
Ouch.
mean?
Ouch. And
But yeah, I've never
'cause
been a
said-
papers person.
You said
though.
they're too light.
They're too light, and I drive and smoke a lot. You know, we in Texas, right? So
Yeah.
everywhere we go, we got to drive. And so to drive with a raw or a paper,
Yeah.
like, and I drive my windows down. I don't like to drive windows up and smoke all in them.
Oh yeah.
I like to have my windows cracked and you go into whatever establishment decent. You know, I want somebody to be like, it smell like weed here, but I don't want nobody to look at me and be like, you
Yeah.
smell like weed. Like,
Yeah.
it smell like, but don't know it's me. Like, it's me,
Anonymous.
but you don't really know because it's not that strong.
anybody.
It can be anybody.
Yeah.
But if
Keep
you
it
ride
anonymous.
with your windows up, it's you. You smell like weed.
Yeah.
So I don't want to be that guy. I don't like being that guy. So with the papers, you can't do that.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Backwoods, they roll your window all the way down. You put that over just like that, and it's gonna stay lit. If it's
Yeah.
some good weed, it's gonna stay lit.
Yeah. That's true.
Most
Yes,
important part.
Speaking of rides,
Thinking about it, he's like,
we
what?
kept this window open on purpose because we want to make sure you don't get no ticket or towed.
Oh shit!
because-
Okay, they wrong right there.
No, you're good. I'm keeping an eye, but the way it is in this neighborhood, man, somebody complained, and there was like,
Well, no. What it is we live near TSU,
Ah.
and so TSU students park
We'll
on
park
here.
right here.
So this neighborhood got pissed off. They put a complaint in, and so now you got to have a parking permit to park on here in order to. So we as residents are supposed to order these parking permits for guests.
Oh.
so
okay.
first week us moving in here, I got my car towed.
damn.
Yeah,
I was pissed.
and I was like, I live here.
I live here.
They're like,
Yeah,
hey
so
man,
that's what I said, I live here. I was like, how
rules
do I
are rules,
tow
sir.
the car?
So y'all had to pay for that shit to get it all
Hell
right?
yeah.
Yes. I
No
was
slack.
mad.
Damn.
I
No
was like,
slack.
Where's the HOA? Ma'am, there ain't no HOA. Wait, somebody's gonna reimburse. No,
Straight
ma'am, I
up,
don't know who's
bruh.
gonna reimburse
Well, yeah,
you.
you
ma'am.
look through the back because once they hook it
Yeah.
on the back. goddamn,
That's
they-
true.
Once that motherfucker hooked, it ain't. Bro, so my next door neighbor got their car towed. Was attempting to get their car towed yesterday. So the tow man must have. So they garage is broke. So it's not halfway up, but it's like a nice little up. Where you can slide under there.
Uh-huh.
So I guess my man looked under there and seen the car that he was finna repo, and he went under there. He hooked they shit up underneath their garage, crawled back in, and I guess that my
Is that
neighbors.
even legal?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like my wife was like, if it's visible, they can tow the car. So it's visible. He can see it. You know
How
what
did
I
he
mean?
open up the garage?
No, he said it's half.
It's halfway, right? So he hooked the joint up, and so he get back in the car, and so the chick run out, and they going crazy like, I could have shot you, and my man just sit in the car. He called the cops. The cops come, and he tell them, I'm here to repo this car, whatever. They lift the garage. He took
Made
that
them
joint.
pull up the garage.
Cause it
that's
was
not
it was
legal,
visible,
though.
but I don't know. That's what he was saying. The cops they were saying like it's visible, and they got the order to repo this car.
Oh wow.
Made that man raise his shit and tow this shit. So that's why I say
It's like you-
make sure once
like
the motherfuckers on, once it's locked on, G, it's over for it. Like they got your shit.
It's
Ain't
like
no
he
coming
helped them tow it. That's the fucked up part. It's like, no, you open it. It's like, man, this ain't even.
Yeah, you know
Ain't
what
this
I'm
about some
saying?
bullshit?
Told they shit, man.
Sucks.
I said it was yesterday morning, man. I was sitting there just watching the whole thing. I had to put my weed out and shit because the cops came. I was like, these motherfuckers done called the goddamn it. They done called the goddamn cop.
Too much heat.
It's funny though, you're talking about repo and stuff. Not that I've gotten my car repoed or anything, but like when I was going to school and like working, that was like the one thing that I was like, shit, I'll be broke, but my car note and my insurance got to be paid. 'Cause I got to get to and from work. I can't make no
Man,
money if this,
yeah.
you know.
And if that
it's
car
like
get
yeah,
repoed,
exactly. That's like that one bill that you just.
And that's an ugly feeling because usually they come in the morning. Like the repo man don't never come like in the afternoon. Like they always come like early in the morning. So think about you waking up, getting ready to go to work.
Yeah.
And you
That's
come like,
it,
I
call
park
in.
right here, fam. What the fuck is my car?
Call in.
So
Like, you don't know who to call though. Like you don't like who do you like? Did somebody steal my car?
just
Like
call
you
your
ain't thinking
partner.
your shit got repo. Like you know you owe, but you like you think everybody bullshit.
So how
they
you,
ain't gonna
who
cut
do I
my shit off.
complain to?
Who do you call?
This is injustice.
so
So this weekend you're in Orlando
Yeah.
with Bruce,
Bruce OG man.
and then recently you worked with Mike Epps, man.
Yeah.
What's it like working with these cats? Because I mean, I look up to both of them. I've never met them, but I'd love
Yeah,
to just
man.
see.
Well, it was cool, bro. You know, it was cool just to see their process, especially with Mike Epps, because I see Bruce all the time, so I'm kind of used to you know what he do. But It was my first time working with Mike. I never met him or nothing. I got the plug through Bruce. Met him, he cool dude. He was working on a new special, so he had the notes and all that in the green room. So it was cool to see, like, oh shit, buddy, still, he's still looking at the paper like everybody else. All this time, he's still looking at the paper.
Did he take a paper on stage?
Nah, he ain't taking it on stage. That's one thing. Yeah, I think that would have broke my heart if I would have seen that motherfucker take that paper on stage.
Yeah. Well, I've crushed a lot of souls then. A lot of people's dreams.
Yeah, nah, I mean, it's something about. But you know what? I can't even front like that's a bad thing because one of the funniest comics that's doing it right now, Robert Powell, takes the paper on stage.
Robert Powell.
Where's he from? Yeah, he's from Monroe, Louisiana. But he was doing this thing in Dallas, and Dallas kind of opened the arms and kind of got him. Dallas was where the comedy scene.
Is that just his style or his thing, or
that's just his thing? Like, he just take it up there and he read, he look off of it and just spit it. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Like, in a serious way. It's not like how Deion Cole used to do it and made it a joke. Like,
yeah.
Like, he really take, and that's what he do. He did it on TV. He do it on the weekends.
Is he making notes like this one?
No, like he taking his jokes. I mean, I don't know how it's written on his paper, but he's taking his jokes on stage, putting it on the stool. Right,
almost like he's able to jump around. Maybe is that his style?
After the punchline, he'll look down.
I'm gonna hit him
what he
with
wants.
this.
Yeah. So he taking his notes on
It's
stage.
like topics, maybe.
Probably, it could be topics, bullet points. Help him remember. But shit, he do it. And but every comic make it seem like that's a thing. Like, oh, you take notes on stage.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna sit there and be like,
yeah.
Well,
So
Angela Johnson. Remember, I told you I'd seen her little vlog on YouTube, and she too. I guess she was working on material, but she brings her little notebook, and she's okay, and then she'll be like. She was talking about how she had her notes up there and she forgot her joke.
And she forgot them. Yeah, that shit happened. Like, shit, I couldn't do it because I couldn't read and then come back up and keep the same beat. Like, my shit is so on, it needs to be on beat. Like,
yeah, your delivery.
Yeah, bro, I can't have no hiccups in my little conversation got to be smooth and shit. Yeah. So for me to look down and come back up and then, that shit ain't gonna work for me.
So
Right?
Like in your head, kind of.
Yeah, right in the head mostly. You know what I mean? It got to be some shit. It got to be something that I feel like, you ain't gonna remember that. You know what I mean? Because it's easy for me because most of this shit is happening. I don't really have any observational jokes. I don't really have no shit about the news, no shit. It's all, family, daughter, me, experiences, real life. So it's easy. It's not no hard shit to remember. So, but if I'm writing some observational shit, like all the Trump shit, I probably bullet pointed and wrote down.
Like tags.
Yeah, you feel me? Yeah, like that. But as far as writing all that shit out, nah.
I think I'm not a comic, but just from observation, I think it's always easier I think a comic also performs better when it's real as opposed to
jokes.
When it's jokes or even some observations are good. There's some comics that are able to deliver that stuff well, and then, but I feel like when it's about you and and you know it and you believe it, I feel the performance is so much more live on stage.
And it's easy and your energy in it gonna be so much better. You know
the
what
commitment.
I mean? Yeah, your energy gonna be so much better. I mean, like I said, that's the only way I know how to write. I can't sit and write a joke or write a one liner.
I remember one time in the green room, I think it was a Tuesday, I was like, hey Bryson, man, I think you're really funny, man. I like your shit. I'd like to show you like kind of like my script. And then maybe you could just kind of see what I'm doing wrong or what's right about. He's like, man, I'm more of like a bullet point type of motherfucker. And I was like, okay, well, can I show you my bullet points?
That sounds like some shit.
Because it sounded like homework to him. He's like, yeah, man, I don't really do scripts.
Asking me to work a little too.
Yeah, I'm more of like a bullet point type of motherfucker.
I'm so laid back in this shit. And it's probably gonna take me so long to probably get where, because I don't rush for shit, bro. I'm a real Texas person. Like, I'm so screwed. I'm so slow with everything, bro. Like,
in the pocket.
Yeah, motherfuckers be like, you don't do skits? Like, yeah, I do them, but it ain't nothing I'm finna do every day.
Yeah,
like, I'm not in the rush to be that person that be like, oh, you do? Nah, I do stand up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I wanna get on the stand up and then do skits. So I wanna be a stand up who do skits. I don't wanna be a skit motherfucker who do stand up. You feel what I'm saying?
Like, not try too hard and don't make it be like.
I want all my skits to be some natural shit. I don't want to be sitting there like, okay, what can I? You know what I mean? I need a character. I want shit. I hit something or see something like shit.
Like, shit, Canelo fighting this week. These motherfuckers gonna demand. Baby, where's my red wig?
I need something.
Come on, hey, and this is why Arlington Improv. this weekend.
Yeah, but you know what?
I don't feel like doing skits these next few days. So
Come through.
go to chingobling.com,
But
man.
it's
Click
all
Arlington.
it's all individual, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Jeff Shelley, he got a character Counterfeit. I don't know if you seen that one.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
familiar
but
with
he
Jeff
do
a little
stand
bit.
up, but shit, that's his shit. He love acting and writing and characters and shit. But he do stand up too. You know what I mean? But it's all an individual.
Yeah, it's all different.
If you would have caught me if Instagram and shit was popping 10 years ago, I probably would have been a skit motherfucker because I was more into acting then. You know, I wanted to be an actor and have a sitcom and all that shit. Now it's like if that shit come, it come. But I'm trying to be working on the stage, comedy club, theaters, arenas. That's my goal. Comedy club, theater, arena.
How busy are you? Like, how busy do you stay?
I'm gone probably like 2-3 weekends out the month. You know, I try to stay home
That's
one
very
weekend.
busy.
When I say home, I try to stay like either I want to still be working that off weekend, whether it's in Houston, Austin, somewhere in Texas. You know what I mean? So I want to work every weekend because that's where I get all the money. I don't really have shit during the week. I don't have a job. I don't do Uber. I don't, you know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out getting some more one-nighters around, but most of my money come, you know, Thursday through Sunday. So
Well, it's all about that fan base, man. As more and more people continue to see you, you know, whether it's you hosting on Tuesdays or your spot in Austin, or we'd love to work with you more next year. So for next year's tour, you know,
That was my test for you.
that was your
no
test.
doubt. Yeah, hopefully I got an A at that motherfucker.
She called me, she was like, "How was Bryce?"
Right after
Was he
that
funny?
night, right?
Yeah.
Right after the show.
Like him.
For some reason, she knew exactly when I got on stage and shit.
Everything I said, I was giving her. She's like,
She called somebody in the audience.
and it being like 80% Hispanic, that didn't throw him off. No, baby,
She had a
no.
mole in there and shit, or somebody in there.
Questions I really wasn't.
And I was like, no,
I know, it's all good.
he even threw something out there. I was like, you know, I'm from Texas, shit. You know, I'm familiar. Like, we're all family.
The crowd accepted. I said, oh, okay.
Of course.
They bought merch and everything, motherfuckers. Yeah.
And
they
at
show
the
love.
Houston Improv, you stopped by and did a short set at one of my shows recently. At
Man,
the
that was
Houston
good.
Improv.
Yeah. That was fun too. Yeah, that was fun. So I'm saying, yeah, the two shows I've done with you, you gotta, they show love, bro.
Yeah.
Even your comics that you roll with, cool. Like I knew John String, I know Bling.
You just met Jerry.
Just met
He was
Jerry.
calling you Blame all weekend.
Yeah, no, right.
He was serious?
Nah, he wasn't
Nah,
calling me
nah.
Bling. Yeah, nah.
Jerry's
nah,
just
he cool.
funny.
But
He just
but
is
yeah,
so
when I first met you, I told you, Jerry, I said, man, I liked his set on
Yeah,
the
the
DVD.
Netflix,
I was
that's
like,
right.
man, that motherfucker funny as hell. Like you know,
He's
so shit.
naturally funny too. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, he thinks.
Yeah. So and I felt like that was a good 1-2. Like you went up there,
Combination.
you went up there and you killed that shit, and I went up, and then Jerry went up.
Yeah.
I felt like that was like everybody was strong.
Yeah,
And
variety.
it was like real comedy strong too though.
Since we don't run like a regular comedy show, how do you like the way that we run it? The structure.
Yeah, I think it's dope. For me, I ain't gonna front. I was nervous as hell because Chingo was killing that shit. I mean, that was his audience and shit. So it's always hard to go behind a motherfucker in their audience. So I'm like, damn. And I'm like, it ain't my crowd. You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit, Chingo killing that motherfucker. Why he just don't do the 45? Oh,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You in the back thinking like.
Listen, that's how nervous I was for him when he opened up for Lunel and
Straight
Earthquake.
up.
I was nervous.
I was like, oh my
But
god. I was
you-
sitting in the back like this, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Like,
But you know what? A few things.
But I like the structure to answer the question. I think it's dope. Like once I got off and did good, I was like, oh yeah, that shit cool. That's a good ass. I like how you run that shit, boy. You know, it's cool.
Yeah, like.
But you in the fire, you like, damn, bro, I gotta go after this motherfucker. He doing all this hard shit right now. You don't want to say that shit to later.
Going in.
God, this motherfucker killing that shit. He trying to prove a point.
So
this
you-
motherfucker brought me on the road to prove a point.
Yeah, and then I dropped my hand to you like, there you go.
and there you go.
Follow
this motherfucker
that.
brought me all the way to Portland for this shit.
Yeah, follow
But it
that.
was cool,
Nah,
though. It was
I
cool.
don't.
They was love.
I was
They were
trying my
cool.
best.
Yeah, they were cool, man. But that's what you want, though. You
But
want to
you-
put yourself through those type of tests.
You auditioned for something like Kevin Hart related recently or something?
Yeah, I
like that?
auditioned for the Heart of the City. They do on Comedy Central, where they go around. And the whole thing is they look for comics with no TV credits. You know what I mean? So that's the main win for it. So you ain't got no TV credit. You audition for it. They went to Dallas. I think it might have been like 22 of us auditioned in 3 nights. So like maybe 10 a night. Yeah, we did like 9 a night, some shit like that. 9 comics Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday.
And somebody from his team or the production was like,
Well, we recorded it. The first 2 seasons they was really coming out and seeing the talent. Kev would be in there. They was really coming out seeing. But this season they doing the tape, the mail-in tape.
What, is that the same thing they did down at right here at that one club?
Yeah,
down here?
14,
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
One of the numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah,
some shit.
22.
Yeah. Cafe 1412. Same thing.
is
Yeah,
that
they
the
did the
sa-
first season
okay,
here
okay.
in Houston a few years ago, and so they went to Dallas. About I think we did it about 7-8 months ago, some shit like that. Auditioned for it. I thought I had a good tape. You know what I mean? Good. You know what I mean? Shit, good tape. You feel me? But shit, I ain't get on that motherfucker. So so we still working, trying to figure it out, man. But yeah, we auditioned for that. I had a Just for Laughs Montreal look. You know what I mean? Got some footage sent out there. So some shit happened this year, man.
So you auditioned for the Montreal Comedy Festival?
Well, nah,
or-
Cap City. They just sent some footage.
Oh, they submitted it.
Yeah, for like new faces and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Is that how they go about that? They hit the clubs?
Yeah, I guess so, bro. This is my first time even I knew about it, but to even have like some type of interaction with it, it's like, oh, so that's how it yeah. So I think the clubs send the tapes out. You know what I mean?
I've been wanting to go to Canada, period.
Yeah.
So let's see if next year we just don't book nothing around that time, so we can at least just attend
Just
and
get
go
out
peep
there,
game.
yeah. And I thought about doing that too, cause I fly free. I can get out. It ain't like I can't get out there. You know what I mean? I thought about just going out there and just putting 10 toes.
My only hold up is if Southwest don't fly, I ain't going.
You ain't going yet, right?
That's the main,
And
because
then
you know my
the
points.
hotels and shit's gonna be outrageous. So all that took a toll in it. But next year, hopefully we jump in there next year, man. You know,
Yeah, hang
try
out,
to get in
have some
of these-
Canadian Tex-Mex.
Yeah.
What's going on with
That's
have you ever
probably terrible?
no? Have you ever been to Moon Tower Comedy Festival?
Yeah, I did Moon Tower the year before last.
How is it?
It's cool, bro. That was like my first festival. Like, I did that. I think I did 3 shows the weekend. I got out there Thursday. I think my shows were Friday and Saturday. Hung out, had passes for everything.
Like at different venues you
different
perform?
venues. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did one at the Velveeta Room, which is the other comedy club on 6th Street, and then Parish Room, and then one like a little bar or something that they rented out, like a little theater, small little something in the back. You know what I mean? Real cool. So
All
they
right.
had a whole bunch of like little small little venues,
Like
they
South by
do comedy.
Southwest
Yep,
kinda?
Exactly. Just like
So let everybody know your Instagram or how they can get a hold of you.
Instagram, man. You can hit me up, Bryson _Bryson Brown, BRYSON, last name Brown. That's on everything. Instagram and Facebook is really what I fool with. I don't really do Snapchat too much. And Twitter, I retweet. So if you tweet something, I retweet that shit, but I don't really talk on there too much. So Instagram and Facebook really where I do most of my talking and interacting. Other than that shit, when you see me every Tuesday at Houston Improv, check the website, BrysonBrown.com. You know what I mean? We got the dates up there. We try to keep them fresh, as possible, put them up as much as possible. But Orlando this weekend. I'm fucking with the military next week, Wednesday and Thursday. I got some
Shout out to the
military
troops.
shit.
You performing for the troops?
Yeah, out in DC, man. I'm doing something. I don't really know where it's at. I'm waiting on all the information, but I'll be out there Wednesday and Thursday fooling with the troops in DC. So shout out to that. First time doing the military, first time out there, so I probably ain't gonna be able to smoke weed and shit, but I'll figure out how to.
He sounds sad about.
I'm sad as hell, bro.
Well, it's good for the troops, but
Nigga, I ain't a list for. I gotta go by y'all rules. But yeah, so in Cap City after that, man. So Cap City the 27th, 28th, 29th, my little one nighter on Wednesday, then Bruce Thursday through Saturday.
and hopefully, man,
Yeah,
we could take you away from Bruce for some of the weekends.
Yeah,
we
man,
don't want
yeah,
to
just
step
holla
on
at me, bro.
we don't want
Yeah,
to step on
man.
toes, but
Just
I
holla at me.
think Bruce
I
is.
think he trying to push me out. He trying to, hey man, shit, we gotta get you some more days. You gotta highlight these clubs, get you out there, man. So
Yeah, well, hopefully he don't get mad at me, man, because
Yeah,
we'd
man.
love to work with you a lot
No
next
doubt,
year.
bro.
Pass the test, Bryson. No, I'm just playing.
So you pass, and I got to see. I'm in the podcast. I see that. Yeah, I'm good, man.
It's like Mitzi Shore from the Comedy Store.
right,
here.
yeah. You passed.
You pass.
But yeah, man, looking forward to it, man.
No doubt,
You
man.
guys are in for a treat. Orlando Improv this weekend.
This weekend
Working with Bruce, man. So that's
Yeah.
a double hitter.
Yeah, man. OG. Shout out to Bruce, man. That's the OG showing hella love the last year and a half. Taking the motherfucker on the road, putting me in these markets and shit. You know that.
That's
A
big,
lot of motherfuckers
man.
gonna do that shit. You know what I mean? That ain't
Because I mean, he's from that generation, man. Like I grew up watching Comic View,
Yeah.
and for him to like help pass the torch,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
man.
about.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
just
yeah,
trying to spread opportunities so that at the end of the day, man, the fans benefit.
Yeah, man.
And then when you help put other people on, hell, you look good.
You look good, and then shit, you never know when shit.
And then it feels good,
Yeah,
and
you
then
never
they
know
can
when
help you.
Motherfucker might have a little struggle or something, and that motherfucker on that you help, shit, he can bring you back in the light.
On the way up, you're
You
gonna
know
see
what
the
I
same
mean?
people on the way down.
And then that motherfucker you help, he do the same shit. It's like a treat. It feel good for a motherfucker to be like, you come from up under whoop de whoop, that's your OG.
Yeah.
Now they up under calling you, like all that shit feel good. You know what I mean?
It's
So,
like the
yeah,
rap game, man. I'm just trying to be like, the best OG I could be.
That's all it is, bro.
Basically.
Yeah, and I know for sure I'm gonna do the shit when I get a chance to bring cats on the road. I already know, man.
Yeah, especially as you get older, man. Because if you're not helping people, if you like from the older generation or you've been in the game for years and you're not helping, you looking old and bitter, like you got a huge chip on your shoulder. That's just weak sauce.
You need young energy around you anyway. You need different
Keep you
energy
sharp
around you anyway.
Sure.
If not, you're gonna be just in a bubble, living like telling stale jokes about stale
up,
shit.
So shout out to Bruce and all of the real OGs, man. Not none of these fake ones, but the real ones.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That show love. Shout out.
Well, cool, man. Thank you for
Appreciate
stopping
y'all,
by.
man. Goddamn, this my second interview, man. My second podcast.
Oh yeah, you did Slade Ham. And,
I did Slade's
whiskey.
podcast. Yeah, and I had to tell myself when I'm pulling up, don't ask me questions because I'm so used to doing the interviews and shit. So I had, you know what I mean? I'm like, let me lay back and try not to ask too many questions and be able to answer some shit. So
I've been on Whiskey Brothers podcast as well. That was a lot
that
of
was
fun.
cool. Yeah, they tried to get me drunk and shit. I like, I smoke y'all under the table, but I ain't drinking like that. Hell no, too many shots. I took one with them, like 1.5.
Yeah, you was like me, sipping it.
Yeah, sip. Yeah, I'm good. Put some ice on this motherfucker. Straight up.
Yo, so thank you everybody for subscribing and tuning in. Man, shout out to everybody. Spread the words to What Did He Say podcast. We going hard. Best believe it. Por favor, believe it. And it is Canelo week. So we putting up Canelo skits all motherfucking week like it's Shark Week. And just keep supporting, man. Pretty soon we're going to have the whole new studio, the new facility. The garage going to be done. The garage. So
They said it's going to be done in 1 week.
Well, when they start, it's going to be done in a week. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to La Raza. Again, Arlington Improv this weekend. All my tour dates, chingobling.com. Peace out. Thank you.
Yeah, peace.
Se la lavan y se toman el agua. Peace.
El podcast más chingón. Puras entrevistas machín.